Good morning and welcome to another edition of Tips for Tuesday. Today we are focusing on the EOG vocabulary most often used for math. Last week we discussed common vocabulary used for reading, and this week we are focusing on math vocabulary. The first thing you'll want to do is label your tab. EOG vocabulary. Next, cut your sheet. Finally, glue your sheet onto your tab. Let's look at the words most commonly used on the Math EOG. Ratio, a comparison of two numbers by division. Rate, a fixed number, could be a percentage for a price. Reciprocal, a mathematical expression so related to another that the product is one. Least common multiple. Huh! Surprise! That one's not filled in. Take a moment and write that one in with your friends. Prime number, number that has exactly two factors. Composite number, number that has more than two factors. Greatest common factor, greatest factor that divides two numbers. Absolute value, the magnitude of a value of a real number without regard to its sign. Factor, numbers you multiply together to get another number. Algebraic expression, a mathematical phrase that can contain ordinary variables and operators. Distributive property. Multiply a sum by multiplying each addend separately and then add the products. Prime factorization. Finding the factors of a number that are all prime. Exponent. Tells how many times to use a number as a factor. Estimate. To determine an approximate value or rounding. Numerical expression. Only contains numbers or operations. Equivalent expression. Given the same value when you simplify. Variable, the letter used to represent a number. Area, the size of the inside of a flat shape. And volume, the amount of space of a solid shape that the solid shape occupies. Woo! Lots of math vocabulary. This has been another edition of Tips for Tuesday. We'll see you next week.